extremely happy this evening, not only to see our 2018 batch, how wonderful you look, each one of you with the smiles on your face, to see your parents beaming with joy, to see your faculty, but also a special sense of happiness to have Dr. NageshwarReddy here this evening as our chief guest and as your role model. He has over the years distinguished himself with that tremendous ability that our Vice Chancellor was speaking about. The ability to be a great clinician, and you know that he is world renowned. The ability to combine an administrative capacity, and it is with that that he has put up such an iconic hospital. The innate human desire to see more in medicine, which therefore leads him to be a researcher, and then finally to be, besides a lot of other things, to be a great human being, which makes sure that every single day, every patient who has inquired, somebody who asks him about a reference, he personally calls back and says, this is what I saw, this is your patient, this is what you need to do. So to have a 360-degree greatness in one individual. So please remember over the years when you go back that he was your chief guest today. So thank you, Dr. NageshwarReddy, and a big welcome to you. I was 2 years ago at the Buck Institute. The Buck Institute is a famous research institute, and I met there with a Nobel Prize winner, Mr. Yamanaka. And he later gave us a lecture. He spoke 5 minutes about his tremendous discovery in the ability to enable pluripotent stem cells to differentiate by their contact with the heart cells. And he showed us how a simple cell after 3 days suddenly starts beating like a heart. It was like miraculous discovery, amazing. He spoke for 5 minutes about that, but he spoke for 20 minutes about the role his father had in his life and his mother had in his life. So this evening, I want to do a special pranam to all the parents who are here. I know, and I'm glad all of you are giving them that big cheer. Our Vice Chancellor also asked you to do that, but I think it's very amazing that the people who have achieved the greatest heights in life, including our chairman, recently was telling somebody all this happened because of his father, Raghav Reddy, who was an agriculturist, who simply told him, whenever I read all the great things you do in America, your mother and I feel proud. Imagine if you came back to India, how many lives you could touch. And that was his inspiration to come back, to open hospitals, to aspire to be the best, to give Indians that great care. So please always remember your parents and the great contribution they have made for you.
And congratulations to the graduates of 2018. Congratulations to the parents of the graduates of 2018. I think you are very fortunate that you are actually passing out from one of the most prestigious, probably one of the best institutions for medical education in India, the Apollo Medical College and Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences. So you start off with a great advantage. But let me remind you that education is like a dress rehearsal for what happens in your life. You have to continuously get educated throughout your life. I have finished 43 years of practice, and to me, even now, every day I learn. I learn from my patients, I learn from my students, I learn from the internet and everything else. So you continue to learn, and this is very important. Remember that as you go out in this world, you will face several challenges, and it's a continuous process of learning that's important. I was in Milan recently, and I saw a statue which is unfinished. It was a statue by Michelangelo, the world's greatest sculptor. It was the last one at the age of 83. He was just finishing it but died. But below he had written there that he has still to learn. Michelangelo at the age of 83, the world's greatest sculptor, says at 83 that he still has to learn. You can imagine that we still all have to learn throughout our life. This is a very important message that I'd like to let you know, that you continue to learn, as Dr. Manohar said earlier. Success leads to happiness. I'm sure all of you are very happy today on this occasion as you pass out. You worked very hard. You deserve to have this day. But also it's important to remember it's not success leading to happiness. Happiness leads to success.